Bhavanebhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namaha. I wish you all very, very happy Sri Ram Navami Maha Mahotsav. Today is a very, very special day. It's the day of the divine appearance of Sri Ramachandra. Sri Ramchandra Bhagwan ki jai. So it's our great fortune to celebrate Sri Ram Navami in this environment. Something better than nothing, right? On this Zoom. And what could be a better way to celebrate Sri Rama festival than to glorify Sri Ramachandra and learn from his divine qualities? And it is certainly very divine arrangement of the Lord that even in the Bhagavad Gita, we were reading chapter 16 of Bhagavad Gita, which is entitled The Divine and the Demoniac Qualities. And we happen to be on a very interesting verse, which is text number 16.5 of Bhagavad Gita. So we'll read that verse and then we'll try to see how we can learn from the divine qualities of Sri Ramachandra and what we can learn from the demoniac qualities of Ravana and what. So the Ramayana, Bhagwan Ram is teaching us what to do, and Ravana is teaching what is disastrous for our life. So is everyone ready, eager to celebrate Ram Navami? You can give a thumbs up or some Hari Bol or Jai Shri Ram, and then we get started.
Haribo.
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 Devi Sampad Vimokshaya Nibandhaya Surimata Mashucha Sampadam Devim Abhijatosi Pandava. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. The transcendental qualities are conducive to liberation, whereas the demoniac qualities make for bondage. So transcendental qualities, liberation. Demoniac qualities, bondage. Do not worry, O son of Pandu, for you are born with the divine qualities. So Krishna is telling this to son of Pandu, which is Arjuna here. Do not worry, you are born with divine qualities. Lord Krishna encouraged Arjuna by telling him that he was not born with demoniac qualities. His involvement in the fight was not demoniac because he was considering the pros and cons. He was considering whether a respectable person such as Bhishma, Drona, should be killed or not. So he was considering the pros and cons. So divine people analyze things before doing. He was not acting under the influence of anger, false prestige, or harshness. Therefore, he was not of the quality of the demons. For Kshatriya, a military man, shooting arrows at the enemy is considered transcendental, and refraining from such duty is demoniac. Therefore, there was no cause for Arjuna to lament. Anyone who performs the regulative principles of the different orders of life is transcendentally situated. So, this is our verse for today, and we'll get started with the Sri Ram Navami festival, and we will study this verse in context to Sri Ramachandra's life. And so life lessons from Ramayana, primarily we'll discuss that, but more importantly, we will discuss the divine and the demoniac qualities of divine qualities of Sri Ramachandra and the demoniac qualities of this Ravana. So before we begin, let's chant some prayers on this auspicious day. Bharjanam bhavabijanam arjanam sukha sampadam tarjanam yamadutanam rama rameti garjanam. Destructs of the cause of rebirth. So hearing Ram Katha, it destroys the cause of rebirth, generates sukha sampadam, happiness and wealth, scares Yamadutas, the Lord of Death. Tarjanam Yamadutanam. So one Yamadutas cannot come to those who hear Ramakatha. And the roar of the Lord Sri Ram, the name of Sri Ram, Sri Ramchandra Bhagavan ki jai. Shri Ram Ram Raghunandan Ram Ram Shri Ram Ram Bharatagraj Ram Ram Shri Ram Ram Rankarkash Ram Ram Shri Ram Ram Sharanam Bhava Ram Ram Shri Ramachandra Charanam Manasa Smarami Shri Ramachandra Charanam Vachasa Grinami Shri Ramachandra Charanam Shirsa Namami Shri Ramachandra Charanam Sharanam Prapadye. So with my mind, I think of this beautiful form of Lord Ram, especially his lotus feet, Ramachandra Charana. With my words, I glorify the Supreme Lord's lotus feet. With my head, with my shirasa, I bow down to the lotus feet of Sri Ramachandra. And with my heart, I take shelter of Sri Ramachandra. रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय सीताय रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीताय पतये नमः दक्षिणे लक्ष्मणो यस्य वामे च जनकात्मजा परतो मारुति यस्य तं वन्दे रघुनन्दनम्. So this is describing this beautiful scene. Lord Ramachandra, Mother Sita is on the left side, Sri Lakshmana is on the right side, and Lord Sri Hanuman is offering his obeisance to Sri Ramchandra. So everyone excited to go deeper in the Ram Leela and take lessons? So we will seek prayers of the Guru Parampara and Srila Prabhupada before we move further. And I seek all of your blessings and prayers also, so we can glorify for next some time about Sri Ramachandra's glorious qualities. Om Ajnantimirandhasya Jnananjana Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरू श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातां सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostate Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vansha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Eva Cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha नमः ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन् इति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चातदेशतारिणे श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. Hare Krishna. Dear Vaishnavas, thank you so much for taking out your most valuable time to celebrate Sri Ram Navami by hearing the glories of Sri Ramachandra. I'm very, very grateful to all of you. Subal Prabhu, Raghu Prabhu, Harni Mataji, Baldev Prabhu, Asha Mataji, Indra Mataji, Sunita Mataji, Manjali Priya, Baswati Mataji, Rekha Mataji, Santoshi Mataji, Radha Bihari Mataji, Anita Kumari Mataji, and Ruby Mataji. Thank you so much for joining. And if you can turn your cameras on, it's Ram Navami. It really helps everyone. It helps me, it gives me encouragement. So I'm talking to some people, and those who are not on mute can put on mute, so it really helps everyone. So, and during the course, if you feel inspired, feel free to type in something, anything strikes you, feel free to add. That really helps to keep you awake, and it will keep me awake as well. Jai Shri Ram. So let's begin with the beautiful verse called the Ekashloki Ramayana. Subulkrum, can you see the mic and all? If someone is not on mute, you can coordinate that. अदौ रामतपोवनादिगमनं हत्वा मृगकाञ्चनं वैदेहि हरणं जटायुमरणं सुग्रीवसम्भाषणं बालीनिगृह्णनं समुद्रतरणं लङ्कापुरीदाहनं पाश्चाद्रावणकुम्भकर्णहरणम् एतद्धि रामायणम्. 24,000 verses of Valmiki Ramayana in this one verse. Isn't that beautiful? And it is said that in the upper planets, the Ramayana has 100 million verses, 100 crore actually, more than 100 million, thousand, like 1 billion verses. One devotee was joking, like if we have to get that set of Ramayana, we'll have to like, move everything out of the house. So only the Ramayana would exist. Wouldn't that be beautiful? So this verse talks about Lord Ram was sent to the forest, exiled for 14 years. Then Mother Sita got attracted to the golden deer. Vedehi Haranam, Mother Sita was kidnapped by the evil Ravana. Then Jatayu tried to protect, but unfortunately he died. Sugriva Sambhashanam, Lord Ram did Maitri or friendship with Sugriva, who helped to get Sita back. Bali Nigraham, Bali was killed. Sugriva was put back on the throne. Samudra Taranam, they crossed over the ocean, right? 800-mile ocean. Lanka Puri Dahanam, Hanuman destroyed the Lanka and burned the Lanka. Paschad, after that, Ravana Kumbhakarna Haranam. Ravana was killed, Kumbhakarna and all his other party were killed. Etadhi Ramayanam. This is Ramayana. This is the beautiful story of Sri Ramachandra. And it is primarily in the 7 sections, Balakanda, Kashkindakanda, Ayodhyakanda, etc. But Ramayana teaches us ideals, how to be an ideal brother, how to be an ideal wife, how to be an ideal son, how to be an ideal mother, how to be an ideal leader, how to be an ideal disciple, how to be an ideal servant, how to be an ideal friend. Everything Ramayana teaches us. Isn't that so beautiful? Unfortunately, we don't have time. We don't have time to read Ramayana. Therefore, the society is going in chaos, right? There are so many relationship issues. There are so many divorce rate is going up. Relationships getting bitter every day. Why? Because we are forgetting our roots. We are forgetting our values. We are missing the stories of and the examples of Sri Ramachandra. But the more we read, the more we hear about Sri Ramachandra, Sri Sita Devi, Lakshmana, Bharata, Hanuman, etc., the more our life will be joyful, happy, glorious. And challenges will come, no doubt. Who we are, challenges will come in everyone's life. But when we have the role models, it is like our foundation. When the foundation is strong, when the building, the hurricanes come, you know, natural calamities come, when the building has strong foundation, the building is not shaken, right? We, in Florida, people can relate that. So that foundation is the values, the morals, the ethics, the dharma, the teachings from Lord Rama. In fact, the whole Valmiki Ramayana begins with this context. In the first section of Balakanda, the first chapter, there's a meeting of Valmiki and the great Narad Muni. So Valmiki Muni asks Narad Muni, who is that great person in this world who is virtuous, vigorous, right? Who is mindful of good deeds done to him, Kritagya, who is also a speaker of truth, Dharmagya, Kritagya, Satyavak, right? Dridhavrata, who is determined in his deeds, his words, his actions. And like that, he glorifies many, many qualities. And then Narad Muni says, so Valmiki Muni wanted to know if there is, does there's a person like this exist? So all these attributes, Gunavan, ocean of qualities, Viryavan, Dharmagya, the knower of dharma, kritagya, always grateful, satyavak, always speaking the truth, dhairyavan, having patience, charitravan, having virtues and qualities, sarva bhuteshu hitaha, who's always thinking of the welfare of everyone, vidvan, intelligent, smart, samartha, qualified. And like that, Valmiki Muni is asking, and Narad Muni says, I'm going to tell you about one personality, the one and only Sri Ramachandra Bhagwan ki jai. So then he talks about the Ramayana in essence. Now, a quick engaging activity for all of you. You tell me, what are the qualities of Sri Ramachandra you know of, or what inspires you? You can type in, it'll be easy. Start typing, everyone can put in the chat box whatever quality of Lord Ram inspires you the most. And I'll just randomly start typing in no particular order, but as you say, I'll just start. Or you can speak also and unmute and speak, and I'll just write. And we'll see how Lord Ram is an ocean of divine qualities. Yes, everyone, please tell at least one or two qualities. Everyone, please take part. Yes.
Compassionate, Prabhuji.
Huh?
Compassionate.
Compassionate. Yes, compassionate. Very nice.
Yes.
Okay. Maryada Purushottama. Yes, Maryada Purushottama. Purushottama means the best amongst the men. And Maryada Purushottama, who is always knew what is to be done at any point. Kind. Someone said kind. Someone said humble. Excellent. What else? Please type in. The more we engage, the more we learn. The more
Loving
respect.
husband.
Loving husband, very nice. Very kind, loving husband. Righteousness, very nice. Righteousness, so always knew the dharma, the path of righteousness.
Truthfulness.
Hmm?
Truth, truthfulness.
Truthfulness, very nice. Respect towards elders, not just elders, I would say everyone. It's not that he would respect those who were in power, but everyone. He was ideal leader, excellent. He was the ideal leader. Truthful, yes. Satyavak, very nice. True leaders, ideal leaders. Someone said, okay, Bhakta Vatsala, excellent. Bhakta Vatsala. What else? You see, all of you are so learned. Okay, now this is all amazing. So now we will talk about this. This will expand on this particular slide for it. The Ramayana is so huge, we can spend hours and hours and still only touch the surface. But for today, we will just focus on a few aspects. And primarily, as I said, the divine and the demoniac qualities. That's a chapter we are reading, right? So those who follow the divine qualities, it leads to liberation, it leads to upliftment. And those who follow the demoniac qualities, which Ravana is personifying, it goes in the hellish direction. It
It
goes,
goes.
it pulls us down. So the both, interestingly, both their names start with Ra, right? But what does Rama mean? Rama means the one who gives joy to others, the one who gives happiness to others, the one who gives pleasant, one who's always pleasant, kind, caring. Seeing him, people get happy. Hearing about him, people become happy. This is Rama. But Ravana, totally opposite. The one who gives tears to others. That's the meaning of the word Ravana. The one who exploits others, the one who cheats others, the one who is always looking for selfish interest. That's the meaning of Rama versus Ravana. Lord Ram. So let's take a few of those qualities and some life lessons also. Lord Ram, Maryada Purushottam Ram, exemplified love, and Ravana exemplifies lust. At that time, Dashrath Maharaj had how many wives?
Three.
Three, Prabhu.
Actually, many
More
wives,
than
three were the prominent ones. The three prominent ones were those. So at that time, and even in the past, like, even in Dwapar Yuga, the kings were allowed to have multiple wives. What to speak of Dwapar Yuga? Even in the like 1,000 years back, it was allowed. Great kings could have more than wives. But even Lord Ram was allowed, but he never had more than one wife. Ek patni vrata. But Ravana, totally opposite, exemplified lust. He had many, many queens, many beautiful queens. They were like apsaras. He was always kidnapping so many queens. But this is the nature of lust. The lust is never satiated. That lust, the more we put ghee or fuel in the fire of lust grows. One may feel, oh, no, 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 right? I will satisfy my senses and then I'll be fine. But even an 80-year-old man, 90-year-old man on the deathbed may be, tormented with lust. So it's not that just by age lust will go away. It will only go away when we take shelter of Sri Ramachandra. When we take shelter of his name, form, qualities, there is no other way. Otherwise, in this world, Ravana-like people are there, right? These days, so many people, running for one marriage to the other, and one girlfriend to the other, and one partner to the other. It's lust. Unfortunately, it's lust. Mm. Its lust is not just for the opposite gender. It could be for any other things also. It could be lust for position. It could be lust for things. It could be lust for material accomplishments and many, many other ways. So the first aspect is love versus lust. The second aspect, Ravana was always hungry for position. Ravana was always hungry for position. But Rama never wanted position. See, he killed Bali. He didn't say, oh, I should be the next king. Okay, Sugriva, you become the king. He killed Ravana. He didn't say, okay, now I'm the king. This is, my property, because I have won over Ravana. No. Vibhishana, you be the king. He was always interested in service. So divine qualities, always aspiring to do service. And service is independent of position. Hmm? So that's number two. Ravana, hungry for position, not the service. But Rama, interested for service. He even wanted the kingdom of Ayodhya. When, imagine, if someone, let's say tomorrow, let's say today, your boss says that we are going to promote you. You are doing really good, and we are going to promote you. So let's say your position currently is manager. We are going to make you director, or we are going to make you the vice president of this company or the general manager tomorrow. In front of everyone, we are going to declare your promotion, right? How many of you would be excited for that, honestly, and looking forward, right? Wow, tomorrow, the boss is going to promote you as the right? Let's be honest and raise our hand. Won't we be excited? Won't we be happy? Right? Yes, I'm going to get a new position. I'm going to get, good benefits and all that. You'll be all excited. So now an opposite thing happened. Instead of the promotion, they're fired. Okay, in front of everyone, they say, okay, no more in this company, get out and don't show your face for 14 years, basically. When Lord Ram was told that, it is said that there was more joy, there was more beautiful smile on his face when he heard that. Because he wanted, Mother Sita wanted, we want to go in some private and have quality time. This kingdom, position, those too much, hodgepodge. That's Lord Ram. Hmm. That's so beautiful. He was not disturbed by hearing this news. He was not at all disturbed because he never wanted position. He said, oh, Bharat will be the king. Great, wonderful. Hmm. Others were disturbed, like Kaushalya, Dashrath Maharaj, and others. But Lord Ram, no disturbance. Always happy, always smiling. Another beautiful lesson which I want to share, and this is very special to me. Lord Ram believed in seeking counsel. Hmm. Great souls, the divine qualities, those people, those who have divine qualities, they always seek good counsel. The people like Ravana, they don't seek good counsel because they're the best. They know everything. They are beyond correction. They are beyond guidance, right? They know only two ways: their way, which they know, and the other way is wrong, so they know that the my way is right way. That's Ravana. Counsel is not weakness, my dear friends, it is wisdom. Dashrath Maharaj consulted his ministers. Should I enthrone Ram as the king? Lord Ram consulted his army in many, many aspects. What shall we do when Jambavanta came? Sorry, when Vibhishana came. In many, many aspects, you know, always. So what this is telling us, we should have good ministers. Ministers means good Krishna conscious well-wishers, mature devotees, counselors, friends who are selfless in their intentions, mature in their wisdom, and saintly in their experience and practice. If we can find one, all glories to that person who has such a guide in their life. They may not be perfect, but they're trying to follow the perfect path. It is said, unfortunate are those who don't have access to that guidance, that mature devotee, well-wisher. We should be very careful in whom we ask. Otherwise, because let's say if we ask, oh, I'm having difficulty in my chanting, you ask it to a Tom, Dick, Harry. You say, oh, forget about chanting. Why wasting 2 hours? Come with me. We'll go to party, have fun. You'll feel happy, right? So we have to be very careful in whom we ask. Kekai asked wrong person. Kekai had wrong guidance. She leaked her inner secrets to Manthara, and her heart, which was so beautiful, so loving, so kind, and so like a mother towards Sri Ram, was poisoned by the evil words of Manthara. And she, who gave the best thing she had to Rama and Sita when they came after the marriage, the Kanak Bhavan, the golden palace, Kekai gave that to Mother Sita. That same Kekai brought Valkala Vastra, like tree barks. Hey, you need to wear this to her daughter-in-law, Sita Devi. Basically, wear this, get out. Imagine the transformation of heart through wrong counsel, wrong association. Lord Ram exemplifies good counsel, always seeking good counsel. Never make important decisions in life. Oh, I know the best. My way is the best way. My way is the highway. So unfortunate are those who don't have good counsel, but more unfortunate are those who even they have good counsel, but they don't listen. And unfortunately, this is something very, very few people want in life. Why? Because, ego is very, very strong. We don't like to be corrected because we feel, oh, I know the best. And if anyone says anything which is little against our ego, we become defensive. We try to justify, no, I'm right. You probably, you don't know. I know better, right? So Ravana represents blind to good counsel. Why? Puffed up with pride, blinded, blinded by prestige, blinded by position, ignored the good counsel. Vibhishana gave good counsel, don't mess up with Ram. Mandodari gave good counsel, don't mess up with Ram. Even Kumbhakarna, Maricha, everyone gave good counsel. But he was blind. Nevam pashyati janmandha kamandha eva na pashyati arti dosha na pashyati madon matta na pashyati. One who is blinded by pride cannot see good in others, cannot see. Who are you to teach me? Who are you to tell me I know better? This is a big, big difference, big contrasting quality between Sri Ramachandra and Ravana. There are three kinds of people. The topmost are those who think of Shreyas long term, who analyze. As we were discussing in Bhagavad Gita, also, my dear friends, we were just discussing in Bhagavad Gita, and here Prabhupada is telling he was considering whether respectable persons like Bhishma, Drona should be killed or not. He's analyzing the good and the bad, right? This is not a demoniac quality. This is a good quality. Analyzing the situation, considering the pros and the cons of every situation, because every situation will lead to some outcome, good or bad. So one has to be very, very careful. So the topmost are the ones who consult before jumping to conclusion, before doing, oh yes, I know this is right because I'm thinking my idea. Attachment could be to our ideas also. If my idea is not considered, I'm out, right? That's also attachment. The mediocre, they consult, but for namesake only. Suno sabki karo apni. They'll say, okay, what do you think? What do you think? But I know better. I know I don't need to worry about all of you because, I'm the most intelligent anyways. And the lowest, they skip deliberation. They skip the pros and cons. They, after all, whatever destiny has to bring, lean on fate and excuse, oh, this was bound to happen, right? God wanted this to happen. That is the third kind of people, the lowest, the demoniac. They act impulsively. Ravana acting impulsively. Such an important decision, he was taking with impulse. Like animals take decision impulsively because their intelligence is less. Not all, but it is said. So Ravana, love. Sorry, Rama, love. Ravana, lust. Lord Ram followed dharma, ekapatni vrata. Ravana followed desire, more, ye dil mangi, more, right? There is no end. Hmm? Dashanana. Ravana is also called as Dashanana. Dasha Anana. What does Anana mean?
Eyes.
Had
Head, mouth, face. Okay. So basically, trying to enjoy through 10 heads, right? One head is not sufficient. One wife is not sufficient. One home is not sufficient. One car is not sufficient, right? There are people who have 1,000 pairs of shoes because 2 or 3 pairs are not sufficient, right? This is the Shanana mentality. Hmm? More. But totally opposite is not drown. Satisfaction. Satisfaction is the real virtue. We were discussing this in the kids' youth class about Vamandev. Vamandev says, if one is not satisfied with what comes of one's accord or what one has, one will not be satisfied even if one gets 3 worlds, lower, middle, and upper. Because it's like putting fuel in the fire. The fire is so huge, like a forest fire. We put 1 bucket of ghee, 1 bucket of petrol, diesel. What will happen to the fire? The fire will just blaze more and more. There's no end to greed. There is enough for everyone's need, but not enough for one man's greed. The totally opposite is Dasharatha or Rama. Dasharatha means those who have conquered their 10 senses. One meaning is Ratha could go in 10 directions, but our what is our Ratha? Our Ratha is our senses, eyes, nose, ears. mouth, tongue, right? What are we doing? What are we watching? What are we seeing? What are we thinking? Are we controlling them or are we asking for more and more? So this is Ravana versus Rama. Another beautiful quality, very, very important quality, which is gratitude. Gratitude and humility. One devotee was sharing, it is like the foundation. If you have been to ISKCON Vrindavan, there is a check floor or like marble tile floor in the form of like a check, like white and black tiles, like a checkboard. So one devotee was saying these are not white and black tiles. This is the foundation of our bhakti, which is gratitude and humility. The next time you go to Krishna Balram Mandir in ISKCON Vrindavan temple, remember gratitude and humility. Ravana exemplifies ungratefulness. Rama exemplifies gratitude. Gratitude, so many examples. He would remember little thing anyone does even once. Can you imagine? Little thing. What to speak of human? A squirrel. A squirrel, we all know this famous story. This when the bridge was to be built, all the monkeys were bringing big, big stones based on their size and strength. And this tiny squirrel, she would go in the water, get her body wet, go into the sand particles would stick under her body, and then she would go and shake off those sand particles. So she was just putting some sand particles, but she was doing the best she can. She was using all her energy, all her mind, heart, devotion to do that sacred service, to build that bridge. And Hanuman was huge, very powerful, we all know. He was bringing big, big mountains and putting to build that bridge. And Hanuman said, Baba, what your insignificant, particles will help. Why don't you just stay on the side and watch the show and let us, like you are trying to be causing inconvenience and you might end up getting crushed by some, monkey's feet. For your own good, stay on the side and just watch the show and just clap from there. And Ram saw that. Hanuman, hmm, what do you think? You are doing the best you can, and she's doing the best she can. So Lord Ram touched the three fingers on the squirrel. And therefore, if you notice, in India especially, here I don't see squirrels have those three lines, but in India, you see the squirrels have those three lines. It is said Lord Ram, gently caressed her. So much gratitude Lord Ram had. So much gratitude. Lord Ram focused on honoring relationships. Ravana focused on exploiting relationships. Marich. Who was Marich to Ravana? Who knows?
Uncle Prabhuji, sir.
Uncle. I think this is Mama, like uncle. He was uncle, right? Like Kamsa mentality. Kamsa was willing to kill his own sister, was willing to kill his own father, was willing to kill everyone who caused inconvenience to him. To hell with, brother, sister, uncle, who cares? Because I am the center. Ravana was not much really concerned about Shurpanakha's nose being cut. Oh, my glory has been cut. Not that Shurpanakha, my sister, has been, her nose has been cut. And then he said, Marich, you have to become the deer and entice Sita. This is an evil plot we have made. Marich said, Baba, I know Ram. You don't know him. One bana, one arrow of his, and Marish landed at Mauritius. Marich, right? That's where this word Mauritius comes from, this Marich. Hmm. He said, do you know what you're doing? Do you know what you're talking about? Are you crazy? Have you lost your mind? Are you dreaming? He said, Ravana said, either you die with his hands or my hand. He's like, come on, you're like uncle. See, but exploitative relationships. If you don't help me, I'll kill you. This is Ravana. And Marit said, better to be killed by Lord Ram's hand. At least I'll get some, some sarupya, some kind of liberation, dying with your evil hand. So Ravana shows them. But the Pushpak Viman, it was Kuvera's stolen property. His brother, cousin brother, stole. Talking about ungratitude, right? Or ungratefulness. Ravana worshipped Lord Shiva and then ran after Parvati, was trying to, get her. The one who helped him, this is Ravana. Krita Ghana. Lord Ram remembered every Ishwara Swabhavir Bhaktir Nalay Aparadha Alpa Seva Bahumani Atma Prayant Prasada. Little service done by a devotee. Neha Vikramanashoste Pratyevayu na vidyate swalpam. Little, swalpam api asya dharmasya trayato mahato bhayat. Even little service done on the path can save one from the greatest danger. Little service to Ram, little service to Krishna done can save one from the greatest danger. Because Lord Ram is so kind, Krishna is so kind, he does not forget even little service done by his devotee. Rather, he little service he considers a lot. Lord Jagannath, his eyes are like a magnifying lens, right? Yeah, the big magnifying lens. He magnifies. He magnifies. So this should be our quality also. Anyone does little, we should always learn to magnify or glorify. This is Krishna's quality, Lord Ram's quality. And Ravana, they minimize. Someone has done a lot, what a big deal, After all, who's the greatest? I. This is pride, ungratitude, ungrateful. Vibhishna, who was giving good counsel, who was giving constructive feedback, he told, get out, Vibhishna. You are like a dog. You are eating my food. I am feeding you, and you are trying to tell me what kind of brother you are. He was his genuine well-wisher. This is called asatyana satya konimani. Considering the false as truth and truth as false. The one who was a genuine well-wisher, he considered him as a demoniac and kicked him out. And rather who just is like, yes, man. Yes, man. The king, great lesson for leadership, the king should not always be surrounded by yes, man. The king will not grow. The king will not be able to do good justice if he's always or she's always surrounded by yes, man. Whatever you say, yes, sir, you're great. The king will not grow. The king will not get good advice. Artificial harmony may exist there, but growth may not happen. So, Kritaghna, ghana means to kill. One who has done a lot, Ravana propensity kill. That's like make it weak. God gives, 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 and forgives. We get, and forget. One should never forget what good others have done to us. And one should not remember what good I may have done to others. But what happens is opposite. Oh, I did this for you 10 years back at your brother's marriage. Okay, okay, and your cousin's brother's marriage. And one time I gave you a glass of water 10 years back. I remember. Hmm. But others, big, big things, we may forget or take it for granted. So this is Ravana versus Rama. Lord Ram was grateful to Squirrel. Lord Ram valued Shabari. Uh, Shabari was a low-class woman. Lord Ram did, friendship with Guha, Nishad Raj, Kevat, many, many others. Monkeys like Sugriva. But Ravana, no. Even if it did friendship, it was for selfish interests. Lord Ram is very, very forgiving, very, very kind. I was hearing Ramayana last few days. So it is said that even like Lord Ram gave him so many instances and so many chances to Ravana to amend, to change, to reform, right? Sugriva was sent, Angada was sent. Before the bridge was built, people were sent. After the bridge was built, people were sent. So many instances. Till the last day of Ravana's death, Lord Ram told Ravana, the battle was going on. Lord Ram was about to shoot the arrow and kill Ravana. Before the final killing happened, Lord Ram said, Ravana, one more chance. You can go back home. And tomorrow, if you change your heart and fix your ways, I'll forgive you. Can you imagine? This is Lord Ram. So kind and forgiving. But Ravana, hell bent. Everyone has been destroyed. His team, his soldiers, his children, his sons, his brothers, everyone still Vinash Kale Viprit Buddhi. When the time of destruction has come, the intelligence is so corrupted, the intelligence is so puffed up with pride, vengeance, and there is no desire to transform. He did not change, and ultimately the end. The demoniac qualities lead to destruction. Divine qualities lead to upliftment. Ravana-like mentality leads to destruction of not just oneself, but all the others associated. Anyone who was connected to Lord Ravana was destroyed. Family, children, Lanka, destroyed, simply destroyed. And anyone who was connected to Lord Ram was happy, glorious. Even the monkeys were chanting and dancing. And by the power of Lord Ram, no one was injured. And Lord Ram gave them reward also when he came as Krishna, the Padmagandha butter, as we know in the Damodar Leela, right? Why? Lord Ram does not forget any good even done by any small monkey also. Oh, they helped me to build that bridge. I was Maryada Purushottam. I could not, give them a lot of stuff at that time. Now I want to feed them Padmagandha butter with my own hands. This is Lord Ram. Gratitude. Kritagya. Lord Ram, non-envious. He did not think Bharat must have plotted this. Bharat must have told to his mother, oh, mother, I'm going to my uncle's house. You have these two boons. You ask and get rid of this elder brother so I can rule the kingdom. Don't tell this to anyone. Lord Ram never thought that. Oh, Bharat is going to be the king. So nice. He's full of such glorious qualities. He is a great soul. The kingdom would be so happy. He was making garland personally himself the night before so that Bharat could be coronated as the king. This is Lord Ram. Always hungry to serve everyone. Lord Ram. Ravana, always hungry for position, hungry for exploitation. Rama personifies obedience. How he followed the word of his father, right? Maryada Purushottam. The father said once, he didn't say why. Why me? What wrong have I done, father? What wrong have I done, Mother Kekai? Please tell me. If someone just tells us, hey, get out of here and don't show your face till tomorrow, was one day, right? And we'll ask 100 questions, right? Even if some senior tells us, right, we may ask 100, why? You are wrong. I'm right. I'm innocent. I didn't do anything wrong. Lord Ram, Bindas. Went 14 years. No questions. My father said so. I'm going. Hmm. Gives pleasure, honors relationships. Hmm. There are
Hare Krishna.
one last point, and then we can take some reflections. Talking about obedience, this is the last point for today. There are four kinds of people, four kinds of child, four kinds of disciple. उत्तमश्चिन्तितं कुर्यात् प्रोक्तकारितु मध्यमा अधमो अश्रद्धया कुर्यात् आकर्तुं चरितं पितुः. So the first class is the one who anticipates the father's or guru's needs, demonstrating initiative and understanding. It's not that the guru has to tell everything, do this, sit here, eat, get the water. They understand what is appropriate for that situation, for that time, place, circumstances, and they do the needful. Uttamas chintitam. Chintan karne se hi samajh jate hain. They understand. Proktakari. Bol ke bola. Do this, get this done, get this. After 10 times also, they do it, but if they are told. So they may lack initiative, they may lack enthusiasm, but nice, still better than not doing. Acts upon receiving orders or instructions, shows obedience, but less proactive. Number three, they do it, but disrespectfully. Hi, mujhe kyun bol diya? Why he said to me? Oh, that Prabhu, why he never does anything? He should have told him, right? Or that Mataji, she should have told her to do this. Why always they're asking behind me only, right? Disrespectfully. They lack enthusiasm, they lack, desire to do things. And the final, they are like the stool of the father or the guru. Ucharitam disregards the instructions, leading to estrangement and lack of support. To hell with you. I'll do what I'm not going to do this. So Lord Ram showed the first kind of child, first kind of disciple. So as there's a beautiful verse in the Bhagavatam, Aho bakiyam sthanavkalakutam jigham apyayad api asadvi lebe gatim datri muchitam tatonyam kamva dayalu sharanam vrajima. Who would not take shelter of Lord Sri Krishna, who is so kind, so divine, so merciful, so magnanimous? The Putana who came to kill Krishna by feeding poison, Krishna gave the position of a mother. Who will go anywhere else? So, in that same spirit, who would go anywhere else and not take shelter of Lord Rama, who is ocean of good qualities, who is the ocean of divine qualities, gratitude, humility, pridelessness, Maryada Purushottama, obedience, truthfulness, selflessness, etc. And, ocean. We can count the rays of the sun, but we cannot count the qualities of Lord Ram. So if one says, O Lord Ram, I am yours, all we need to do today and every day, tell this, O Krishna, I am yours. O Lord Ram, I am yours. Sakri Deva Prapannaya Tavasmi iti yachate abhayam sarvabhutebhyo dadami etadvratam mama. Just say, Sakrit Eva, ek bar, I am yours, Krishna. So take a pause, my dear friends, devotees, Vaishnavas, from your heart. Think of Lord Ram, think of Krishna, think of your beloved deity, and tell from your heart, Krishna, Rama, I am yours. You are mine, I am yours. मैं आपका हूँ, आप मेरे हो. I am caught up in this turbulent hurricane, suffering so many things, ups and downs. Please, I need you. I am your eternal servant. This is my true identity. Please accept me. Please accept me. The world is cheating me by telling me money will give happiness, women will give happiness, house will give happiness, bank balance will give happiness. Everyone is cheating me. But Krishna, Rama, you are my true well-wisher. You know what my heart is really longing for. Please accept me. I am yours. Only by this much you can take refuge of Lord Ram, or you can become the devotee of Lord Ram, and Lord Ram will be yours. Shri Ramchandra Bhagwan ki jai. Then there will be no fear. Abhayam sarva bhutebhyo. The chapter 16 begins with this quality, right? Abhayam, the divine qualities. There'll be no more fear. Srila Prabhupada, A.C. Bhaktivedanta, Abhay Charanar Vinda Bhaktivedanta Swami. Abhaya. There'll be no more fear. Why do we have fear? Because we have desires, because we have expectations. But if one takes shelter of Lord Ram, Sri Ramachandra Charanau Manasa Smarami, Sri Ramachandra Charanau Shirasa Namami, oh my Lord, I am yours. Then there'll be no more fear when Lord Ram is near, when Krishna is near. This is the Bhagwan Ram ka, vrat hai. Etad vratad mama. Krishna or Ram is saying that. And Lord Ram, we know he is not the one who breaks his promise. So, my dear friends, let's be like Rama. Follow the footsteps, not like Ravana. Let's learn from the Maryada Purushottam Sri Rama. Learn to give joy, happiness, dignity. Give up the ego, honor. Let's not be like Ravana, who is after control, power. Let's aspire to be like Lord Ram, the embodiment of truth, virtue, and compassion. And life will be perfect. Shri Ramchandra Bhagwan ki jai. Shri Ram Navami Mahamotsav ki jai. Shri Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman ki jai. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna. So I'm very, very grateful that you all gave your quality time, patience, and attention. And if we have any comments or questions, we can take for next few minutes. Thank you so much, dear friends, Vaishnavas. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, I'm having a doubt. Please ascertain, can you ascertain, please, with my poor knowledge.
Go ahead.
Hello.
What's your doubt?
Hare Krishna.
Yeah, please go ahead. What's your doubt?
See, yes, wonderfully you have explained about Ramayana and the qualities of Sri Rama, Lakshmana. Prabhuji, I have seen Ramayana that one uneducated man has commented upon Sri Sita Mataji through his intelligence department. Lord Sri Rama learned about Sita Mataji's comments, and he sent to forest Sri Sita Mataji. So, what is the fault of Sri Sita Mataji, Prabhuji? Please explain it.
Yeah, this is one of the hard to understand topics of Sri Ramayana. Why Lord Ram sent Mother Sita to the forest after they came back. It's a big topic, and there are multiple devotees have spoken about it. If you want to hear, you can hear his Chaitanya Charan Prabhu's class, which is more in detail. But long story short, Lord Ram wanted to keep the higher dharma, which is to for the protection of the kingdom, right? And whatever he would have done, see, this is the leadership, dilemma also. Whatever you do, someone will blame you, right? Someone will always say this is wrong, right? So the point is, sometimes there are dharmas, and Lord Ram, being the ideal king, had to pick a higher dharma for the welfare of the masses, and he did not abandon. People use, oh, he banished, he abandoned. He and it was actually Mother Sita's desire also. He wanted to do, like, the raising of the children in the Gurukul of Valmiki. So there are multiple, divine arrangements take place to orchestrate the pastime. But as you said, some intelligent person with his own mind and senses is speculating all that. So basically, we have to understand from Guru Sadhu Shastra. We cannot understand the divine. Even Brahmadev, who is the most intelligent creature of this world, cannot understand the pastimes of the Lord, the Brahma Vimohan Leela. Who am I, you, or any Tom, Dick, Harry? Whatever we are speaking here is not because I think or you think or he or she thinks. It's because it's coming from the divine words of the acharyas, who are the pure devotees of the Lord. So therefore, we have to be careful in whom we hear from. And especially, there are certain pastimes in all these scriptures like Mahabharata, Ramayana, etc., which are a little bit confidential and hard to understand and esoteric. Especially those, we should definitely not hear from non-bona fide sources. Otherwise, it may lead to wrong conclusion and misunderstanding, and which will cause more disturbance than good. Long story short, Lord Ram, to uh, put Mother Sita in the Valmiki's care for the higher dharma. That's a short answer. Any other thoughts, comments, questions? Okay, everyone has to share something. Either you can type or speak. One thing which struck you from today's session. One thing which you will try to apply in your life. Feel free to type in. If you feel too shy, you can reply to me only. If you feel comfortable, you can reply to everyone. You're not leaving the Zoom until you've typed, so that's my humble request. Who am I to say anything to all of your very, very worshipable souls? But this is my humble request. If you consider, please type in just a few words your take-home message, something you would consider, uh, it struck you. You can verbalize or you can type. Yeah, those who are comfortable
Hare
can speak. Yes, Mataji. Yes, Radha Viharini Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Pranam Shilpa. Very, very wonderful class, Prabhuji. Thank you so much for enlightening Rama and Ravana. So I think myself in most of the Kali Yuga, so Rama and Ravana both are with him. So which one we are feeding more? Which one we are like giving more food? So that person is going to develop. So if we want to become a devotee, so we need to hear more about Rama. So to develop the qualities. And one thing from your lecture, I liked it, Prabhu, when Sri Rama heard that he needs to go to the forest, Bharata becomes the king. So at that time, it's a different version. I heard that he was like always we are thinking that Kaikeyi is the culprit or Mandara is the culprit and all. But you mentioned that Sri Rama never thought Bharata wants to become a king, and he never imagined himself also that he will become the king, and he was not getting any envy or any jealous or anything about Bharata. So in our material conditions, if we get any problem by anybody, that any person is a cause for our problem, we always think, okay, this person is the cause for my problem. If this person is not there, if he has not done this, I would have not had a problem. But indirectly, so he is just a medium. He is giving us something. So maybe because of karma or because of something that we need to learn a lesson in our life, he is giving that. But we always criticize others. We always find fault in others. So that point, I really liked it, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you for so beautifully making so many reflections and comments. Very nice.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Haribol, yes.
Um, continuing to the Radha Biharani Mataji's point of discussion, Prabhuji, um, is it possible to be in the same with everybody? That may come and cause the trouble to you, and you forgive like Rama. No, Rama is not forgive, but Rama just accepted what it is coming to him. Can in this material world, can we be in every situation? Can we behave like Rama? Is it applicable? I mean, in this material world, Prabhuji, in Kali Yuga, if you are innocent or if you are honest, there is a lot of people who are ready to take advantage from you. And if we start thinking like Rama, hey, this is not because of them I had the problem or whatever it is. And if you can we take like that in this Kali Yuga?
Thank you for your thoughtful comment, Prabhu. See, the point is there's no black and white thing, right? Life is not black and white. So it's not like, and even if we try to, can we just tomorrow, like, okay, Rama mode on, Ravana mode off, like a button, right? Like light on, light off. Is it possible? No, it's not going to happen overnight. Even if you may hear any class, you may hear 1,000 classes, right? Whole night you may hear glories of Lord Ram, but it's not that transformation is going to happen overnight. But the point is, we are, I'm talking about myself, we are more like Ravana, 99%. So there might be some tiny portion of the situations where, you know, we have to be discriminative, right? Therefore, we said take good counsel, right? Good counsel is very, very important. But generally, these principles are very powerful, right? We learn to accept, because even though you may take good counsel, because sometimes even so we have to deal with the situation, based on how and what, and there are a lot of like details. It is not like black and white. But generally, these principles are eternal. And one has to carefully apply them, not blindly. Like it's not like one size fits all. And when to do what, we need good counsel. So, when in doubt, reach out.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Haribol.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Pranamas Prabhuji. One thing is we need a good counsel. So association, Sadhu Sanghe is very important. So this is once again being reiterated in Ramayana. Sometimes we think that everything goes on well because we have a counsel who says yes, yes. But actually reality is far away from what is actually happening. So we come to know that everything is smooth running. But when we go beyond the counsel, we find that there is a deviation from what we are expecting. So that good counsel, importance of good counsel was very much highlighted, Prabhuji. Second is we get and we forget. So that is one thing that was a very beautiful takeaway for me, Prabhuji. Third one is we always remember what we gave and we forget what others gave. So we always have to forget what we gave because we always have that prejudice at the I cannot see I can say it for I speak for myself at the back of our mind in the subconscious mind. I did this person something, they are not showing the gratitude somewhere, that is always there. So when we forget what we did to others, life becomes very beautiful. No expectations, nothing. We just follow how much divine qualities that we can imbibe and we can practice in our day-to-day life. Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Pranams.
Expectation leads to suffering, acceptance leads to happiness.
हरे कृष्ण दंडवत प्रणाम सभी के चरणों में I feel like if you are blindly if you surrender to your all your brain to the Lord Krishna, so more he going to protect you. I feel like it because like you can say like blindly if you trust him, So he is going to protect you. So, but he need, like, we need to very surrender, bhav, very down to earth, you can say, like, very, very, very the last stage of surrender, then he going to protect you, because he is testing so much. Even the one if have like 99%, if we blindly trust him, but have just only 1%, if we're not going to trust him, so he going to test us. So if you want to be a blindly trust him like 100%, not even single doubt, then he going to protect us. I feel like it, because whatever happened with me, that's the I blindly trust him, and I feel like it, and and I'm not the person who's like using my brain, you can say that. And then every time, end of the time, is everything is solved, everything is nothing harm, nothing, like he protect us so much, so much. Even not just only you think about it, but he everything settled for you, every step by step, every second by second, every minute by minute, he going to protect you so much. So but you need to be 100% blindly trust him, I feel like it. And still I feel like it's with me in this Kali Yuga, still I think so, we have to trust him, and then think about it, the material world or anything, but first we have to love him and surrender him. Then his job is protecting us. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mother. I can see your conviction and your heart into your words. Thank you. Please bless me so I can also follow your footsteps. So much from the heart you're speaking. You can see that. Thank you. So many devotees put in the chat also such beautiful realizations. Very, very grateful to all. And as I said, easy to speak and talk big, big things, but let's sincerely pray for each other and help each other to develop these. This is not an overnight thing like a switch on, off, Rama mode on, Ravana mode off. I wish it was that easy. But when we sincerely try, endeavor here, we will fall, we will fail, but we don't give up, and Krishna will help. So we will, I guess, take a pause and chant some Lord Ram's prayers and close. Shri Ram Ram Raghunandan Ram Ram Shri Ram Ram Bharatagraj Ram Ram Shri Ram Ram Rankarkash Ram Ram Shri Ram Ram Sharanam Bhav Ram Ram Shri Ramachandra Charanam Manasa Smarami Shriramachandra Charanam Vachasa Grinami Shriramachandra Charanam Shirasa Namami Shriramachandra Charanam Sharanam Prapadye Ramaya Ramabhadraya Ramachandraya Vedase Raghunathaya Nathaya Sitaya Pataya Namaha दक्षिणे लक्ष्मणो यस्य वामे च जनकात्मजा पुरतो मारुतिर्यस्य तं वन्दे रघुनन्दनम् अदौ रामतपोवनादिगमनं हत्वा मृगं काञ्चनं वेदेहि हरणं जटायुमरणं सुग्रीवसम्भाषणं बालीनिग्रहणं समुद्रतरणं लङ्कापुरीदाहनं पाश्चाद् रावणकुम्भकर्णहननम् एतद्धि रामायणम् श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय। श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। श्री राम नवमी महामहोत्सव की जय। श्री सीताराम
Jai.
हनुमान की जय।
Hi.
समवेत गौर भक्तवृंद की जय। निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे। हरि हरि बोल।
Hari Bol.
थैंक यू। हरे कृष्णा।
It's great.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam Prabhuji. Very, very wonderful class.
Let's all say 3 times Hari Bol to Prabhuji. Hari Bol.
Hari
Hari
Bol.
Bol.
Hari Bol.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hari
Shubvilas
Bol.
Prabhuji ki jai.
Hari Bol.